Hello, Aries. How are you doing? This is the Mystic Kitten. My name is Michelle. I'm going to do a quick read for the rest of February going into March 2020. This will not be an in-depth reading. This is also a general reading, so it will not resonate with anybody. If you don't find your story here, please feel free to check your other sun signs. I will be posting below all of the information if you'd like to get a hold of me about getting something a little bit more in depth. I also do numerology, so you can always feel free to contact me. And let's get right into it. All right, Aries. Ooh, we have a cycle that's ending or just ended. That's very exciting, Aries. Clearance. Ooh, I feel a new beginning. I do apologize for the poor quality of today's video. I had made one for you guys last night as I did all the fire signs, but alas, I cannot find my cord, therefore I cannot bring it up. And so I'm going to redo the readings now with my phone, and as soon as I either find the cord or I replace it, I'll be able to start making higher quality videos. So you have the Two of Vessels as your overall energy for today's read. Attraction. There is definitely something big on your horizon, Aries. Let me just take a second here to look it over, see what pops out at me, see if I can get the story. Your underlying energy for today's read is abundance. I feel like you've been doing a whole lot of manifesting. So with the new moon coming, don't forget to set your intentions, Aries, because you are manifesting right now, whether you realize it or not. So your recent past is the Wheel and Clarence. Like I said earlier, this speaks to the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a new one. Things may have been really tough for you over the last few months. It may have felt like you kept stumbling into one thing after another. You dig one hole, you dig your way out of one hole and find yourself right back in another one. Or it was an emotional cycle where you found like you weren't ever going to get out of it. That energy has definitely changed or is in the process of changing. You're starting to find that clarity. You're starting to see the sunset coming, which is fabulous because we all know, Aries, you deserve it because last year wasn't the easiest on you. Your current energy is insecurity, which is understandable. Coming out of a cycle can always make us feel a little insecure. It can always make us feel like we're second guessing. Did we make the right choices? Did we choose to do things correctly? But you've been feeling generous. Like generosity's been kind of a feel for you. You're trying to give yourself, you're trying to give your energy. You might even be manifesting for somebody else rather than yourself right now. You're just feeling very giving going into this new cycle, which could be the cycle that you're starting, is to find that other side of yourself. Sometimes as an Aries, you can be more self-serving. And so this new lesson, this new phase of your life might be you learning how to give the generosity, receive generosity too. As a Leo, I'm very proud. It can be very hard for me to be accepting. So if you are feeling very insecure and people are telling you things, they're not telling you things just to tell you. There's definitely a reason for it. People don't often give advice or compliments that are shallow or empty. Most people, when they give compliments or they tell you that they think you're doing a really great job, they mean it. You're moving forward. Energy is exploration, and the eel. The eel is a quick moving energy, but it's also a quiet energy. The eel is very sneaky, serpent-like. So we have to be careful of our intention. And exploration tells us that that's how you're going into this next cycle. This next cycle you're taking very cautiously. And you might even be kind of doing this transformation under the woodwork. You're not letting people know that you're starting to feel these things. You're starting to feel differently. You don't want people to know that you're insecure, because the last thing any of us want is for anybody to see that. You were thrown 2 extra cards here, the Wren and the Wanderer. The Wren speaks to starting anew, possible message coming back. The Wren could also be somebody coming back from your past into your life. They're kind of a messenger. So if you are seeing signs, I'm getting the feeling that you're feeling kind of lost with the Wanderer energy. You are ready to take the steps needed. So look for messages from your spirit guides or from the universe letting you know you're on the right track. Meditation might be a good way for you to find that if you're into that kind of thing. I would like to clarify the eel just so I can get a better feel for it. I feel like the rest is pretty self-explanatory, but I'd like to clarify this eel for you guys today. And then we'll pull an oracle card and a native spirit card, and we'll close up, and that'll be your reading for today. If this resonates with you at all, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's clarify the eel for Aries. Clarification. So you got the waters of life for the eel. So what that tells me is that, yeah, you're trying to find the bigger space. You're looking for, the bigger picture. So rather than trying to stay in the stream, you're trying to make your way to that bigger water, if that makes any sense. You may have felt stuck in this last cycle, and when we feel stuck, we feel like it's a narrow entrance. And so you're trying to broaden that. You're trying to find your way back to the ocean, so to speak. And so when we do that, that can often lead us to a situation where we have to make bigger decisions. I'm seeing an awful lot of water for you today. You could be dealing with a water sign. And it could also mean that you just need to be a little more open to your emotions, dig deep into your emotions. You may have some emotional baggage that you need to go through in order to finish that cycle, to hit your current energies and find that new greater body of water. So I would definitely give yourself the time to look at what the real root of it is. Where is that insecurity actually coming from? Because once you allow yourself to open up to the where that's coming from, releasing it can sometimes be quite easy. It can be quite easy. Be generous with your forgiveness. Allow yourself to explore your options and find that body of water. Become still. Become the person who can wander and receive messages and receive new beginnings, and find that attraction. Find what you, and it doesn't have to be an attraction to somebody else. You could be just needing to find those passions that are inside of you. Perhaps you've lost part of yourself, which happens over, hurt and betrayal. We shut ourselves down. And when we shut ourselves down, that allows us to, push the things that we love away. Open yourself back up. Clear out that emotional baggage. With this new moon coming, set your intentions, Aries. Let go. Forgiveness isn't for the other person. Forgiveness is truly for your own self. All right. What's Oracle's message? Oh, Aries. Okay. So first you got the altar priestess, preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. With that new moon coming, like I said, set your intentions. Allow yourself the time to really manifest and focus on what you want yourself, your environment to look like moving forward, and embrace that. You got the Keeper of Scales, fairness, balance. So also with this one, you have fire energy, which I feel is coming from you. With this one, you have a Libra energy, the Keeper of Scales, fairness and balance. So again, digging deep, figuring out what you need to make you feel great. And then the last one you got was the Phoenix, reassurance, surrender to change. We've got fire energy with the Phoenix, of course, which could be yours. It could be somebody else. You can be anything you want to be, Aries. You know that. You're Aries. But change is inevitable. We all change. But you are the master of how you change and where you change and when you change. When you accept it, when you allow it in. So let that change come, because you have great things coming. You just have to accept them. And our native spirit card. One more, because it feels right. All right. One spirit card. No, that's not one. One spirit card for Aries. One spirit card for Aries. One spirit card for Aries. It's my favorite card. So you got Freedom Horse. Put that music on and dance. Free your heart of the heaviness. Free your spirit of the sadness. Run, be free, be quick. Be everything the Aries is supposed to be. Embrace who you are now. Change is going to happen. It's inevitable. But run with it. Because this next cycle could be amazing. So conquer it like you conquer everything. And that's your reading for today. I hope that it inspired or it resonated with some of you. Again, if it did not, please feel free to check your other signs. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. Blessed be.